Once confirm if you are able to see my screen and hear my voice. Hey guys, please confirm once you are able to hear my voice and see my screen. Okay, great. Fine. So yesterday we were talking about, come on, tell me. We were talking about what? Visual Force page. Okay, fine. So Visual Force page, the purpose of Visual Force page is to design the website, design the front end view as per our business requirement. Okay. So how to create a Visual Force page? There are multiple ways in which you can create a Visual Force page. One way is directly going into the developer console and and then and then you can just go to the file new Visual Force page. This is one way in which you can create. What is the other way? The other way is here you can type Visual Force pages. Go to this, click on this, and here you can click on new, and directly here you can write the code. Okay. This is another way of creating a Visual Force page. Okay. One more way is there. Okay. See, your URL is there till here, right? In this URL, put apex slash, and you can write the VF page name. So now what I will do is, I have given, see, this is the URL which is already there. And for that URL, I have given slash apex slash test123, click enter. Now what it will say, this page does not exist. Okay. If you, if you give the correct name, you can open this in this way also directly. Okay. So now what we will do is, let's go to this. Let's go to the developer console, because in any way if you create, using it from the developer console is more convenient way of doing. So we prefer creating it from the developer console. Okay. When compared to the other ways of doing this. Okay. Fine. Let me go to open Visual Force pages. Here it will show us pages. You can open the existing page like this. Okay. So what is the name of this Visual Force page? My VF page 1 dot VFP. Okay. So now if I remove the show header one, and if I keep only sidebar equal to false, then how it will look. Let me preview this one. So only the sidebar is removed. Top one still remains. Okay. If I don't want only sidebar, but I want the top one, then I can do in this way. Okay. One more thing that we can see here is, one more thing that we can see here is, This is the output we are seeing. Okay. Potential is already open. No? Let me open it again. Okay. Pages. My VF page. Okay. Okay. So here I am using two. Yes, 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 Sambat. Visual Force page is to design the front end. Yes. Here, page is one of the tag. Page tag is mandatory whenever you are creating a Visual Force page. So without page tab, you cannot do anything. And everything that you do, you have to write inside the page tag. Okay. So inside the page tag, directly if you write text, that how it will display that one, that will be displayed in this line like this. But if I want to show a block like this, for that we have a separate tag known as the page block tag, apex page block. And for that block we can give a title. So this is the title. Okay, inside the block I want to give some content. So that inside the block, whatever content I want to put, I can put. Okay. So now you may ask me questions are how many tags will be like this and how many we need to remember. I will give you a simple thing wherein only if you remember these tags that is sufficient. Okay. Okay. So all the tags that you need, these are the tags. If you know these all these tags, that's it. You know Visual Force. That's it. Only these tags are there. Okay. If you can understand these tags, that's enough. Okay. Currently, people are not extensively using Visual Force. Okay. So, only few tags, if you learn first 20, that is sufficient for now. Okay. In older days, few years back, when people are using only Visual Force page to build their front end, at that time, you need to learn all the Visual Force tags. Now, if we learn the basics, that is sufficient because people are not extensively using Visual Force page. Okay. So, page tag. What is the purpose of page tag? If you want to create any Visual Force page, it is mandatory that you have to start it with a page tag and you have to end it with a page tag. Okay. See, this is how you will start the page tag. Less than symbol, apex colon page greater than symbol. And how to end the page tag? See here in our example, any tag that you open, opening will be like this, apex colon name of that tag. Ending will be like this, slash apex colon page or whatever you want. Okay. So every tag that you open should have an ending. Okay. In between this starting and ending, you can write something. And here I have opened one tag and I closed one tag. In between, if you want, you can do something. Every open tag should have a closing tag. Okay. Like brackets. If you open a bracket, you have to close the bracket, right? Similarly, here we have this one. Okay. So here in Visualforce page, okay, you will not have any curly braces. You will not have any parenthesis. Okay. In Visualforce page, only you will have this less than greater than symbol for mentioning the tags. Okay. So here we have used the page tag. Beside the page tag, we can include some actions that are related to this. See here, all these are known as this tags attributes. Okay, this tags attributes. Every tag have its own attributes. For page tag, these are all the different attributes that we have for the page tag. Okay, action is there, action is there, body tag, apply HTML tag, cache, content type, controller, CSP header, okay, defer last command until ready, doc type, expires, extensions, ID, label, string, lightning style sheets, manifest, name, page style, read only, okay. These are all the different attributes that we can have for the page tag, okay. Attributes, for some tags, there are some mandatory attributes. For some tags, there are no mandatory attributes. For page tag, there is no mandatory attribute. So you can just write page, okay, and then you can go and see the output. Okay, let me go and let me refresh this page. Okay, how will I refresh the page? Just refresh the page and you can see the latest change. So on the page tag, I removed all the attributes. So that's why I'm getting the left side also on the top also. If I just include this sidebar equal to false, if I just put this and do Control S, okay, and then now if I refresh this page, see this sidebar will go away. Let me refresh this. Sidebar is not visible now. Header is there. Now let me go back to this again, and here which, so I'm getting all these things. Just I can scroll down. Show header. Okay. Under show header, I am taking false and do Control S. Okay. Done. Okay. Now let me minimize this and let me refresh the page. See, now the header is also not visible. Okay. Complete blank page we are getting. And we can design this as per our wish. Okay. Is this clear till this point, guys? Is this clear till this point? Okay. So now let's go and see all the properties of the attributes that we have. See here, the basic tag that creates a Visualforce page. This apex is a basic tag that creates a Visualforce page and can be used only once in a page. Okay, you cannot use page tag two times within a same Visualforce page. Okay, So I am opening the page tag and I am closing the page tag. Whatever you want to write, you need to write it inside the page tags only, and you can mention the page tag only once. Okay. Next, this tag supports the following attributes. So these are the different attributes that are present in this tag. Okay. So what are those attributes? Let's see. Action attribute. The action method invoked when this page is requested by server. Use expression language do to reference an action method. For example, if I want to call an Apex class method, if I want to call an Apex class method from Visual Force page button, then I will use the action. Okay. Of course, when we see more examples, then you will come to know how we will use this and all. Okay. So when situation comes, then I will explain. Okay. Now all these things, these are different attributes. We use them for different purposes. Okay. And here we have some examples as well. Okay. So now let's move on to the next tag. Okay. So the next tag is a form tag. So why we need this form tag and how to use this form tag? So generally form tag we use whenever we want to give input. Okay. So here in this example, what I am doing, I am just displaying this line and I am not expecting any input from the user. Okay. If you don't expect any input from the user, if you don't provide the form tag, that is perfectly fine. But if you are expecting the user to give some input, then that Visualforce page should contain the form tag. Okay. It means, for example, if you are asking the customer to please enter your name or your phone number or some number, something, anything, if the end user, you are expecting the end user to fill, to give the input. So then you have to use the form tag. Only if you use the form tag. Okay. How to use the form tag? So first we will write the Apex page, and inside this I will start with the Apex form. Okay. And then closing is coming automatically, right? Now let me copy this, Control X, and here I will put it. So basically what I am trying to do here, whatever I write, everything I am keeping it inside this form. So if you keep like this, whatever you give here, it will allow you to give some input. But for giving input, there is a separate tag. But if you want to use that tag, you need to specify the form tag. Without using the form tag, even if you use the input tag also, you will not be allowed to provide any input. So that is the usage of the form tag. It helps to create the page as a form. Basically, imagine application form, okay, wherein you will fill the details, right? So this tag need to be included in the page to accept input from the users. It's a best practice to have only one form tag in a page instead of including it many times. Okay. So only one form tag if you write in the beginning, and if you close it at the end, that is enough. In between, any number of times you can take the input. Okay. So these are all the attributes of the form tag. Okay. Of course, we will see some more examples, then you will get some clarity. Okay. Now let's move on to the, so what is Apex page tag, Apex form tag? So Apex page tag is mandatory for every page that you write. Form tag is mandatory whenever you want to expect some input from the end user. If you are just displaying a page for information and if you are not expecting any input from the end user, in that case, form tag is not needed. Okay. So then page block. If you want to show your page in the form of a block, so here I have used the page block. So as I used the page block, I am getting this type of block here. Okay. This type of block I am getting because I'm using the page block. If I don't use the page block, I don't get this kind of block. Okay. Fine. So now first let's take some notes about what we have discussed now. Then we can move to the other things. Okay. Before writing this one, I want you to take notes on the MVC architecture that we discussed yesterday. Okay. MVC architecture. Okay. First, you need to write few points on this. Okay. MVC architecture. Put the heading MVC architecture and take this diagram. Put the heading MVC architecture and then take this diagram. After taking this diagram, features of Salesforce MVC architecture. We can write our view pages using a Visual Force page. Each VF page is associated with a controller. Controller is nothing but our Apex class. Here in the second point inside bracket, you write Apex class. Okay. We can make use of already built standard controllers like account contact, all these things. Okay. For standard objects, already an Apex program is written. Okay. We can also write model classes using Apex. Okay. First, put the heading MVC architecture and then take this diagram. First, complete the diagram, then I will tell you what to do. Once you have completed the diagram, take down these 3 points. In the second point, beside controller, in the bracket, write down Apex class. Completed? Once let me know you are done so that we can move on to the next one. Okay, done? Noted down? Very good. Fine. So now let's go to the tags. Okay, let's go to the tags. First, write down about this tag. Apex page. Apex page. The basic tag that creates a Visualforce page. This can be used only once in a page, and all the Visualforce tags have to be enclosed in this tag. Every Visualforce page should start with a tag and should end with a tag. This is the tag that which helps us to do that. Okay? Every Visualforce page should start with a page tag and should end with a page tag. Done. So next, write about the form tag. Oh, form. Write down this one and write down these two lines. If you write the form tag, visually you will not see anything. But if you write the form tag, then only it will allow you to expect input from the end user. If you don't write the form tag, even if you use the input tags, it will not allow you to take input from the end user. Okay. Done. Shall I move to the next one? If you're still writing, let me know. And This page URL also I will give it to you. So later you can verify all the tags. Fine. So now let's go on to the page block. Write down. This tag creates a area within the page where multiple sections can be created and fields, buttons, tables, or links can be displayed. It by default inherits the standard Salesforce page style. So this is about the page block. We will see example. One example we have seen here, right? So here we have seen the page block, right? Okay, like that you can include multiple page blocks. Like see here, there is one page block here. If I want to sample 2, sample 3, okay, second page block, third page block, okay. Control S. Let me display this now to you so that you will get clarity. Okay. Go to this, refresh the page. See now it is showing me 3 page blocks. Sample, sample to sample 3. This is my first page block, second page block, third page block. In this, you can display the different page blocks as per your wish. So this is how the page block works. First, you note down what is page block and then take this example. Write down this. Write down this and then I will show you the example. Done? Okay. Now take this example. Okay. After taking this example on your notes, please try to execute in your system. Then you will get some understanding. Okay. Guys, have you executed this in your system and you got the output? Okay. Then everybody completed. Then shall I move to a different example? Fine then. Okay. So before going to through these examples, okay, you understood about the page block. Okay. Page block has these attributes. Okay. Under page block, we can include page block section. Okay. Now write down this one. Page block section. This tag helps to create a section inside a page block. Multiple sections can be created in a page block and each section can be used to display any fields, input or output fields. A page block section component consists of one or more columns. By default, it's two. Okay. So how it will look? So this is the entire page block. Inside that page block section is there. Okay. We will see the example also, but first write down this one. Then we will see the example for page block section. So you noted down the page block section. Okay, so now take this example. Here you need to write the, okay, let me do one thing. Um, Page block section part only I will take, because regarding controller I will explain later. Okay. Page block. So inside first page block, I included the page block section. Okay. And I have not included anything in the other page blocks. Okay. Now let me save this, see the output, then you will get some clarity. Okay. Let me refresh this. Okay. It's not saved properly. Okay. It's not saved properly. Okay. It is, okay. Value account. It is not present here. So that's why value, instead of these variables, how to write and all, I will explain later. Um, how to put variables and all, I will explain in the next class. For now, let's take only the static values. Later, we can include the dynamic values. Okay. Now let me save this one. Input field. Okay. Yeah. Instead of input fields, output text I will give. Okay. Why I am giving like this, everything I will explain. No worries. Okay, first let me save this one. Okay, it got saved. Now let me show you the output, then you will get some clarity. Okay, so here this is the page block. Okay, inside that, this is the page block section. Inside the section, two columns I have given and different values I have given. So now if I increase the columns to 3, what will happen? Let's see. If I increase the columns to 3, okay, and if I refresh this now, so this is how it will show. If I increase the columns to 4, okay, now this is how it will work. Okay. Okay, 4 values I'm able to show. Okay, of course, we will go deep into these things. For now, you just take down this one and execute this one in your system. So you will understand how the basic Apex page will work, page block will work, page block section will work. And of course, we will do more and more examples on these things in future. Okay. Note down this one and execute this in your system.